Hi, everyone. We've got a short video on marketing from the developer of our app, and then another authority on how to get past the gatekeeper. So it's about 10 minutes long. Please listen to it, watch it, and let's discuss it later. Thank you.
And he actually wrote it to Mark, one of our business development people here. And what he basically asked was a question that I've heard lots and lots of times. And so I thought the fastest way to be able to answer it would just be to kind of share it with everybody as a learning opportunity. He basically goes on and says, I finished training, but I was curious about how to attack this one opportunity. I was in the store this weekend. They had what appeared to be an email campaign. They asked me for my email at the time that I was checking out. And I later got an email talking about, getting our VIP deals. He goes on to tell me that on their website, they've got the ability to get coupons off of their website, but they don't have anything related to mobile at all. So they seem like a prime opportunity. There are 101 locations total, and they're all across the country. And so he, says the opportunity could be huge, and then goes on to explain that they have a loyalty program and they have other things. What this particular person has done, and the answer, and he's asking me, how do I approach him? Well, the right way to approach him is to just, he says, do I call their local store and try to get a campaign going with their local owner, because there's franchises all over the place? Or do I call corporate and try to get through to the president? But, if I talk to the president, it's going to be hard to get through to him. Or maybe do I talk to the director of marketing? Do I go after him? And, the answer? All of them. As fast as you can, you dial them, and you call the local owners, and you get the owners on the phone, and you try to talk to them about a loyalty program that they can start, that they can run themselves, they can produce, out of 1,500 customers that they have, they can get 2 extra transactions out of them annually just by sending them a couple text messages a month. That's 3,000 additional transactions on an annual basis, times their average transaction of, say, $20. You're talking about, what is that, 3,000 transactions times $20, that's $60,000 of top line revenue or increased revenue just from sending out a couple text messages. Call the local office and tell them that. But then call the corporate office and ask for the CMO and get him on the phone and leave him a message. And when you leave him a message, say in the first 3 seconds that you're on the telephone call with him, or on the voicemail, say, hey, John, I know you're doing email campaigns, so you believe in loyalty marketing, but I can tell you what we do with international companies is we do mobile communication and loyalty programs. And I tell you what, I can show you how to get 101 locations to build 1,500 people in their database each. Out of those 101 locations, that's 151,000 people in your database. And how just by sending them a couple messages a month is going to produce a couple extra transactions out of them annually. Times 303,000 additional transactions times $20. That's over $6 million of increased revenue that I'm talking about. You should probably, in fact, already pre-do those numbers and lead off with the $6 million of increased revenue. Hey, John, I got an idea. It's going to increase your revenue just from your current customers approximately $6 million. We do this with companies internationally. It basically is just like what you're doing with email, but you can do it with mobile. I can show you how to put it in, and we can be up and rolling in no time. And obviously $6 million of increased revenue is a really, really big deal. Call me. I can literally explain how I can make it happen in 2 minutes. Now leave that message with the CEO, leave that message with the CMO, leave the local numbers, $60,000 of increased revenue with the local owners, and see who calls you back. Do not waste time like writing big emails. Do not waste time researching people's websites. Do you know how many companies in this world have 101 locations? And if you sit there and focus and think about just one of them, and you spend a bunch of time looking at their website, and you spend a bunch of time writing me an email about it, or writing them an email about it, and I've seen people write these emails that are this big. It's a waste of time. Call them. Get them on the phone. Leave a good, powerful message, and then move on to the next one. And I don't care if you have ever been in one or not. I don't care if you really know anything about them. I would rather you call 10 people in the next 10 minutes, that 2 of them maybe already are doing mobile marketing, and then sit here and waste a bunch of time researching somebody's website that you think is a good opportunity. Do you know what a good opportunity is? Every single business you call, just call them, and call everybody as fast as you can. You should be spending your time making 80 phone calls a day. That's what you should be doing.
Hi, you made an excellent choice to sign up for the webinar, and you are not going to be disappointed. We look forward to having you there. But hey, we promised you a free tip to get in the door with a client of your choice. And that's exactly what we're going to give you. Some super quality tips right away. And remember, at the end of the webinar, you get 9 more of these. So let's jump right into it. We call this the interview method, and it works spectacularly at starting a relationship with the folks that you actually want to do business with. It's a way to get in the door, a way to start building trust and authority with the person that you're trying to do business with. In this example, let's use a dentist as our example, a cosmetic dentist. What we'll do is we'll call the dentist and we'll ask to speak to the person in charge of setting up dental interviews. And of course, we'll pique their interest right away. We'll tell them that we work for such and such. In my case, I actually have a membership to newswire.net, so I would say, hi, my name is Lisa and I'm with newswire.net. I'm actually writing a press release about dental implants, and I need a couple of dental implant dentists that I can interview and get a little bit more information as I write this particular article. Would you happen to know if Dr. XYZ is available this week for an interview? My deadline's next week, so anytime this week would be fine. All we want to do is ask him a couple questions, get his opinion, and in trade for that, we're going to be happy to mention your business and Dr. XYZ in the press release and give you a free publicity, so it's a win-win. Can we get that set up, or do you need to, call me back? 9 out of 10 folks that I use this method with, I set up an appointment, and that's a beautiful thing. But it's like dating, right? So the first date, we don't want to go too far. So when you actually get on the call with the dentist, you want to do exactly what you said you would do and no more. You're going to ask questions pertinent to your article, because you're going to now write an article on dental implants. So you're going to ask some questions. Interview the dentist. Have those questions prepared right away. When you're done, you'll thank him. Tell him that you're going to send a copy of the article to him and let him know when it does air and when it gets on the wire. This starts your relationship. This gets you in the door, and now you actually have a relationship with that dentist. What I'll then do is I'll go write that article, I'll put it out there on the wire, and then I'll get it ranked. And I'll try to get it to, be in Google News, for example, page 1 right away. I'll follow up with an email, send it to the dental office, letting them know that their article has been published. It's now ranking number 1 on Google News and trending, and we thank them for the interview. And at the end, we always put just a little hint, let them know that you're a marketing, dental marketing company, and if ever in the future they ever have any needs, they can always contact you. Now that's not it. There's obviously a lot more to it. And on the training webinar, we're also going to tell you, a bunch more stuff, and then you're going to have 9 more secrets to learn. But hey, that's an excellent way to get past the gatekeeper. What I mean by that is normally you couldn't even talk to that dentist, and now you've had a conversation with them. You have the ability to follow up with them, and 9 out of 10 will say yes to me. But the funny thing is, 3 or 4 out of that 10 will actually do business with me down the road. So hopefully you love that tip. If you have any questions, save them to the webinar. We're happy to answer them about the tip. So we'll see you there.
Well, I hope you've liked the video. I think that we need to follow the advice of both of those persons. And on the back end, I'm willing and prepared to create the press releases, rank the press releases, and then offer the SEO and the video promotions ranked on Google with landing pages to the client. We should be going after only high-end cosmetic dentists, cosmetic surgeons, and a list that I think that we passed along to you. So why don't you watch the video one more time, and then make some notes, and let's discuss this at our next meeting. Thanks a lot. Have a great day.